Preparing mentally for this race is, it's slightly different from other events. You've got the extreme heats, there's going to be wind and obviously, I guess, the depth of the field. It's, this is the World Championship, so you've got the best of the best out here. And so you've got to take into all these aspects. It's, it's hydration, it's everything, and trying not to get, I guess, too caught up in the whole event. So for myself, it's separating everything and going over the course and realising it is going to be quite a challenging course, so preparing for that back at home and picking specific grades and making sure your training, I guess, it gauges how well you'll end up. And then leading into the event the past few days, I generally separate myself from a bit to try and not get too caught up in all the hype here in Vegas and the Henderson area and athletes running around everywhere getting their last minute training. So I like to separate, gather my thoughts and just, go into the event quite relaxed. The cycle course here is, it's different to previous years from the Clearwater, Florida course. It's, it's definitely a challenging bike course, and everyone's talked about the hills, and they're not short, sharp hills. They're probably more big ring hills and climbs, but, you look from, I think the mile markers around 49 to 54. It's nearly a constant uphill, and that's that back end of the race when everyone's looking to get off the bike, their legs are tired, and the accumulation of the rolling hills earlier in the day are definitely going to take its toll. And I think, it's a world championship and you always look for fast times, but I don't think it's necessarily going to be the super fast times of other races. It's going to be, more a strength endurance type of event, and obviously who handles all the conditions exceptionally well. The run course, as you dismount the bike here, it's straight out of transition and you're going to be going up a gradual grade, and it's a 3-lap run course here, and I think it's, from my perspective, it's going to be interesting. There'll be, guys trying to go out like scolded cats, and I think that early into a run course, which I think it's going to be, like a heavy backpack, it's going to weigh you down towards the end, and getting up the hill in hot conditions, the heart rate's going to go up quite quickly, and that first mile or so is, it's hard with the adrenaline, but I think you need to hold yourself back, settle into a nice pace, and if someone decides to go, it's, that's where the mental aspect comes in as well, where you've got to be comfortable enough to let them go. And then, I think the other side of things is use the downhills. A lot of people tend to run the downhills flat out hard up and then recover on the downhills, and if you can actually use your body weight and run the downhills hard, you'll make up more time on the downhill than you will on the uphill, that's for sure. World Championship, it means, you ask any athlete and it means a hell of a lot. It's the one event in the entire year where everyone is there. It's the only event that I guess you can truly call an honest race, and everyone is as fit as they possibly can be, and bar injury, health and everything else, everyone's on the start line. And there's, for all the wins you have throughout the year, you can always say, one or two guys were missing, but this is the one event where, you've got previous multiple world champions turning up. So it's a world championship for one reason, and that's because the best of the best have turned up.